Hello, we are Group 7 from Section 3, and I am Fatih Zeybek.
I'm Bengisu Akyürek.
We have proposed a two-player fighting game that will run on KL25Z board. The characters will be controlled by two analog joysticks, and the game will be displayed on a Nokia LCD screen. For the project, we have learned how to use joystick and Nokia LCD libraries.
And I've designed the animations for this game. First, I have drawn them in Photoshop and converted those images to bitmaps with using LCD compatible bitmap converter. Then I have added new methods to print the animations in Nokia LCD libraries so that we could implement our own animations.
And I worked on the game logic and created new classes for objects in the game. We worked together on getting input from the users and other minor things.
We have individually logged our working hours so that we can see at the end how much time we have spent on this project, and in total it is 66 hours spent on this project. During the development process, we have learned how to communicate with external hardware, that is driving the LCD with correct data sending frame and converting external analog inputs with mbed ADC, and also how to write classes in C++ that is different in Java in many ways, and it has similarities with Java, so that we have experienced with a new language and new external hardwares. For the joystick part, we have learned it is working as a simple voltage divider so that we are getting from 0 to 3.3 volts. And also we have learned that the mbed board is getting 3.3 volts as a high input, and it is possible to burn the pins if you connect them directly to 5 volts. So it is important to understand the hardware description before using them with assumptions. For the animation part, we have 4 frames for each of the characters' state. For example, if the player 1 is in the idle state and player 2 is in the punching state, it is being displayed as player 1's idle 0 and then player 2's punching 0 and waited for 150 milliseconds, and the LCD is being cleared and then displaying the player 1's idle 1 and player 2's punching 1 and so on. And at the end we have 150 millisecond period animation framing that is pretty close to animation standards, and we have a non-flickering animated game. As a comparison with our project proposal, we have pretty much implemented all those things we have proposed before. That is, we have done all those animations and more, just like we have added extra dead animation, punching animation, and 2 players crossing animation. We just didn't implement the kicking animation. Instead, we have implemented a punching animation for this character. And we have done all those steps we have proposed, except putting a round bar in this region of the screen because it was redundant, and we have decided to detect the winner in 1 round. And we also put the start screen, playing screen, and game over screen. And in the end, we have a working game in the Nokia LCD.